Item number 3, open meetings lawsuit. Commissioner Richards.
I have some comments to make on this. I'm told repeatedly that I can't talk about the lawsuit. Actually, I can talk about the fact that we have a lawsuit. I can't talk about the lawsuit. And this particular lawsuit is the one that was brought by the, I think it's called the Good Government Committee, or a government committee against the county, having to do with the open meetings law. Most business people that go into a lawsuit, you manage a lawsuit just like you would a business situation. And that is, we have the lawsuit on us. How do we handle this from the standpoint of money? And looking after the county's money is what those of us that are commissioners are supposed to do. We're not supposed to let our emotions get involved in it. And this is why the smart advice when people have a lawsuit is go hire a lawyer to help you with it, because he knows how the ropes work and he can be a lot more objective than you can be. And that's why you need third-party help with these things. From a business standpoint, we're in a lawsuit that doesn't involve money other than what we pay to the lawyers. The county cannot be fined under the present law within this lawsuit. The only thing that the county can have put upon it is some kind of an injunction. I'm not a lawyer, or legal order or something that says, don't do this again. If you did it, don't do it again. So from commissioner's standpoint and managing the county's money, we need to figure a way to get out of this by spending as little money of your money as we possibly can. Now, this is public information. The county has already appropriated $50,000 to defend a lawsuit that the worst thing that can happen to us is we have to pay the opposing party's attorney bill if we lose. Usually in a lawsuit, usually the rule of thumb, it's going to cost us just as much money as it will them. So if we budget $50,000 for a lawsuit and we lose and we spend the $50,000, they're going to spend $50,000. And in almost every one of the lawsuits of this kind, that's a non-damage lawsuit in government that has to do with the open meetings law, they are all settled the same way. The judge issues an order that he's not going to give you, think of it if you were the judge and you had this county that was accused of not following open meetings laws. Do you think that he's going to let you walk out of that lawsuit and not anything happen? No, he's going to issue some kind of an order that says, if you did it, don't do it again. And if the lawsuit looks like it has any merit to it at all because the law is written this way, if you bring one of these suits, the county has to pay the opposing attorney if they lose. Why is that? That's to encourage the public to bring these kinds of lawsuits because there's a lot of secrecy in government. We're seeing this play out in Washington, D.C. right now. That's why that law is written that way, to encourage members of the public to step up and take on governments when they're doing things that they shouldn't be doing. So I'm not a lawyer, but I can tell you how this lawsuit's going to be settled. The judge is going to say, if you did this, don't do it again. And oh, by the way, the county pays the other side's attorney fees because it looks like there's some color within this lawsuit that you might have done something wrong. Nobody goes to prison. Nobody goes to jail. That's how it's settled. From the standpoint of managing the county's money, I have advocated over and over again, cut your losses. You know how the suit is going to end. Don't spend $50,000 on lawyers. Go make a deal some way, somehow, to get yourself out of this. Spend as little money as you can, and everybody go away. That's the way the thing is going to end. I have a real serious problem when I see commissioners letting their emotions get involved in something because they're childish and they're willing to spend a lot of the county's money to defend their ego. I don't care about your ego. If you had one that's been bruised as much as mine has, you probably wouldn't feel anything by now anyway. So grow up. Settle the suit in the manner that protects the county's money. That's what it's about.
David, do you have any comments? I think we need to correct. He said it was a committee for better government. It actually is 3 individuals, and we have 2 of those individuals that filed the lawsuit in our audience tonight. Would you like make any comments, either Brian or David?
Not in open
Well,
session.
I would just say that in a nutshell, that's correct. There's 3 individuals that brought the suit against the county, alleging certain things. Mr. Richardson's already mentioned what those things were. All the defendants, the named county commissioners, filed answer denying that that's so. So that's where it is. You did? No, we didn't. And I suppose, well, I'll let you speak for whether or not there's something that we can do to solve this to everybody's satisfaction. I think it's been your position, I would just say this, that if they're willing to take a voluntary dismissal, that's it, we all go home.
And that's been offered.
Yes.
Okay. All right.